Yo, Alex, look what my doctor recommended today for my immune health.
Dude, have you taken a poop today?
Huh. Dr. Kolby, Dr. Alex here with Haven, Chicago. If you haven't already, hit that red button, hit subscribe, give us a follow so that you can be exposed to all of our great content to have the health that we all deserve.
Boom. Today, we're talking about the immune system, a very important topic right now. Many people are continuously worried anytime a bug is being passed around or it's flu season. Am I safe? Is my family safe? Is my immune system protected so that I can ensure that I am okay? And there's so many misconceptions around how do we maintain a healthy immune system. Most people are left in total fear.
Yep.
Because they don't know if they're going to be safe. And then they're left going on blogs, listening to what other people are doing, and just kind of like buying random supplements and like putting things together, hoping that they're going to be okay. Right?
Couldn't agree more. I have this story where I saw this practitioner via social media say that I recommend vitamin D to every single patient. I was like, Number one, if the care is individual, not every single patient needs the same thing.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? Number two is the practitioner for her patient's immune health wasn't even talking about or wasn't even asking or wasn't even bringing up the points about her patient's digestive health. And that's what we're talking to you about today. We're going to talk to you about why your immune system and why your digestive health are intertwined.
So let's break it down. Guys, your digestive tract, if the surface area was laid out, it's the size of a tennis court. That's because your body has all these villi and microvilli in your gut to make sure there's enough surface area to absorb all the food.
Yep.
But our immune system has to protect all surface areas that are in contact with the outside world. What does that mean? It means that 80% of our immune system is in our digestive tract.
Why? Because it's trying to protect the outside world, meaning the food that you're consuming, from the rest of your body.
Yep. So if you're not addressing your digestive tract, then you're not actually fundamentally addressing your immune system. You hear about all sorts of things that are good for immune system. Vitamin A, vitamin D, selenium, zinc. Yep. And these things are good. There's no doubt about it. Your body needs enough nutrients in order for your immune system to actually function properly. Of course, it's a hallmark of good holistic medicine. But it's fascinating how many immune protocols are built without any consideration for the gut.
Yes, and if you're experiencing any of these things, if you're experiencing bloating after you eat, gas after you eat, or a few hours after you eat, if you aren't having 1 to 2 BMs per day that are formed, medium brown, do not smell, and are easy to pass, if you're experiencing any of those things or you aren't having stool like that, it means that your digestive tract is compromised somewhere along the way.
Yep, that's the first thing that you want to look at if you're trying to keep yourself or your family healthy through flu season or whatever's going on.
Yep.
Focus on the GI tract. Make sure you're not eating foods that are causing problems for you, food intolerances and other things like that. Make sure you're not eating your food intolerance and other problematic things in your diet. Make sure that you're digesting smoothly. No bloating, no gas, no burping, having good bowel movements.
Exactly. So some quick action steps that you can do in your life is avoid foods that are going to naturally hurt your digestive tract. As Alex said in our practice, that's individuals' food intolerance. Second thing you can easily do is avoid processed foods. Why? Because processed foods are full of additives, they're full of chemicals, they're full of pesticides, which inherently disrupt the lining of your digestive tract, which also disrupt your immune system. Point number 3, something you can easily do, is buy organic produce as much as possible. Why? Because pesticides, which are sprayed on non-organic produce, do the same thing. They cause havoc to the lining of your intestines, which again, we We want to protect that as much as possible because your immune system lives there.
Yep. So we're talking right now prevention. Let's talk about if you get sick.
Yep.
If you or a family member gets sick, what do you do?
Sure.
Right? The first thing that you want to keep in mind is that it takes a lot of energy to digest food in your digestive tract.
Some say up to 60% of your overall metabolic capacity every day is spent digesting your food.
Yes. So there's this myth that you have to eat to keep your strength up.
Yep.
Okay, that's not true.
It's actually a lie.
If you're hungry, if you're like truly hungry, then you should eat. But many people when they get sick, they're not hungry, so don't eat. Guys, you can go like literally weeks without eating food. This is for the average person. Of course, everything has to be individualized, but our bodies are capable of not eating for a period of time in order to allow us to return to baseline. And by not eating, our body can use all of its metabolic energy to actually fight the infection that's occurring.
Yep.
So eating can oftentimes be very disruptive to the healing process. So we recommend for most people, eat light food. Chicken noodle soup like grandma made is a great thing to do, or just broth. Or especially if you're going through like a fever or a more acute issue, no food.
Yep.
A couple days, you'll feel so much better and heal faster if you don't put food into your digestive tract when you're going through that process.
And let's just think about if you guys have an animal out there, a dog or a cat. When your animal's sick, what does your dog or cat naturally do? Even if you try and force them to eat, even if you put food on top of food on top of food on their plate.
Here, Charlie, come here, buddy.
What do? They naturally don't eat. Well, why? Because intuitively, they aren't hungry and they are aware, and so they know that if they eat, it's going to make them feel worse. Well, I hate to break it to you, but we evolved just like cats, just like dogs, just like every animal on this planet.
Yep.
So if you look out there and you understand what other animals are doing when they're sick, they aren't eating, so we should be doing the same things.
Exactly. Point number 2, if you're sick and if you get a fever, do not suppress the fever.
Please don't. Please don't suppress it.
That means don't take Tylenol to bring your fever down. So many people, they freak out. They're like taking their temperature every 20 minutes, and as soon as it goes over like 100.5, they're like crushing Tylenol.
Yes.
Guys, the old naturopathic doctors said that the most powerful therapy that was available in nature is a fever. Why is that? Because the fever is not the bug. The fever is our body trying to fight the bug, right? We actually want to stoke the fire a little bit.
Yep.
And allow our body to mount a nice fever. We sweat it out, our temperature goes up, killing bacteria in our system. And then we will heal so much faster if we do that. So it's literally exactly opposite of what you want to do to spike a fever. Now, if the fever is getting up too high, okay, we can calm it down a little bit. And it's always individualized, but we're saying in general,
Yep.
Fevers are a healing reaction of the body. Do not suppress them.
Do not suppress it. So 2 main takeaways today. Number 1, your immune system is intimately intertwined with your digestive health. So if your practitioner is recommending supplements without talking to you about your digestive health, then again, a huge component to your immune health is being missed.
And point number 2, if you're sick, remember to go light on the food. If not, avoid food, especially if you're going through the acute process, and allow your body to develop a natural fever. We promise you'll feel so much better and heal faster if you do those things. Guys, Dr. Alex, Dr. Kolby, Haven, Chicago. Click on that red button.
Subscribe below.
See you soon.